just, contact Emma and start writing it. I think that's most important. Now, in terms of that self-judgment, because I'm a perfectionist and I have OCD, so I know, a lot of people, that could be a stumbling block for them, just even starting, and I know, previously you said, just write that 50 words, start doing that. But is there like a trick for that judgment part that, you can help us with?
Yes, well, the writer's block is a thing, that people throw around, and again, that can be another thing that we we say to ourselves so that we can either get out of it or procrastinate or something. But it also can be a real thing. You really can be blocked due to things like depressed about your creative work, or you've sort of hit a wall and you feel like you've got no creative ideas. Perfectionism is another one. And look, you can go into the whole psychological thing and the depth of that around, self-worth and confidence, and have you published things in the past that got critiqued? So there's all these things that you can investigate yourself as to why you might be holding yourself back, or why there might be a lot of critical inner dialogue or self-talk or judgment. You can navigate that. And in fact, journaling about that, or, writing about that can be really helpful. And you just pose the question. You say, why am I procrastinating so much? And then you just sit there and you just see what comes out. You never know. And if you allow yourself to write for long enough, because the superficial stuff is like, I haven't done the laundry and it's that. But when you get deeper, it might be down to some real stuff, because in grade 5 the teacher told me that I was no good at writing, so you'll get deeper and deeper into the stuff. And then to sort of help you move through that, one of the things I say to writers is that you're a contributor to the conversation. And this is an idea that can shift from, rather than thinking, oh gosh, I've got to write this amazing book and I've got to be the next Brene Brown and I've got to get it out there, and I'm not that person, and I'm not a PhD, and who am I? I mean, I'm just me and just living in Sydney, and I don't know that I should really bother. You can really, squash yourself down by seeing who you think you should be, and sort of knowing or feeling that you're not, you see. So all of that. Whereas if you say, I'm just one voice talking about this topic, grief or parenting or divorce, or, I'm just one person here out of a whole raft of voices, and I'm going to add my little slice in. And I'm a contributor to that conversation at large. And yeah, some people won't agree with my take and some people will, and that's fine. And I'm just offering my piece forward, and you're just putting your piece into the space. And that really does help, and it takes the weight and the strain off, because your experiences about that topic 100% will help a certain group of people who are needing to know about that topic. And that's why you need many voices, because things are written in all different ways. And so therefore readers want to read things and have the opportunity to read things that are written in different ways. And so your voice is one that will connect with them, some of them.
That is so empowering. Thank you. And it's so true. Like, even if you think of the books that you have read, it could be the same topic, it could be the same theme, but in every book, there's one little slice that you're like, oh, that's unique, that's different. And that is that person's voice. Oh, I love that. And I think too, especially now, like, I've been reading so much, and it sort of takes you away from where you are right now. So we have that opportunity when we write our story, is like you said, to help a certain group of people, to help that one person, because they might feel, the exact same way you do. I just love that. Thank you.
Yes. And often readers, if they are at a point in their lives where they're interested in something specific, right? So say they've, you know, they're a new mum, or, you know, they're moving or something. If they're reading about something specific, they will often read quite a few books, and they'll listen to podcasts as well. They, you know, they're not just going to read one book. They'll often have, you know, buy a selection of a few books on that subject matter. So they're interested in the different voices and the different experiences that people have had.
I love that. And especially bringing it back to nonfiction. So, what might have worked for you might not have worked for the next person. So even if they buy, they've read five before and it didn't work for them, but your strategy might just work.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's why you have to put your voice forward. Because I always think, yeah, if it's only helping, you know, 10 people, 100, might be more, whatever, even if it's only helping five. Um, it's about helping. It's, you know, writing helps people. You know, it really helps them transform. It gives them ideas. It, you know, so therefore holding the stuff in, and saying, oh, I'm not really good enough to write the book, is that helping? It's just no anyway. So, you know, you do have to, you know, yes, it's sort of like you need to, if you feel compelled to write the book, or write quite a lot, there's a reason why you feel compelled to do that. So therefore, you need to do it.
Sounds like
You
a
know,
Nike ad. Just do it. Just do it. People need to
yeah,
hear your voice.
yeah. If
I
you get
love
that feeling, then there's a reason. There's, you know, yeah.
Right.
Mm,
Oh, I
mm,
I absolutely love that. That just makes so much sense. And I think, like what we've discussed is, most of the voices are in our head. So once we write them out, it gets it out and it gets it out in the world. And I always think from a growth mindset, it's if you keep everything to yourself, you as well, you stay small. Everything stays small. Your world stays small, you stay small. So the more you can expand and the more you can share, the bigger you're going to get, the bigger growth you're going to experience, and the world is going to expand because of it, right?
Oh yes, yeah, and it's, and also the more that you write, the more that you sort of explore what you know in yourself, you know, and you sort of think, well, I didn't really know that I knew that much about that, or that I, you know, or that I thought that way. You know, you sort of, it's very interesting, even just sort of doing it for yourself, just write, just like what you say, journaling. You know, just sort of journaling and getting stuff down, you really do explore your own thoughts and ideas, and that is a really cool thing to do. Yeah.
Absolutely. And I think, like, once you have it all down in a journal, people can contact you and you can say, all right, well, this is great. You already have, like, most of it. Let's just put it in format and send it to the press.